Just Florida State is actually 10 days now. Finally, it's getting close. Just have
Yeah.
you started preparing for them, or not too much?
No, we, they play tomorrow, so we'll watch that game. We're still in training camp because, like you said, it's 10 days away. So this was practice 18. We'll go tomorrow and Sunday, and then we'll start getting ready for those guys next week, early next week.
With this being practice 17 or 18 in the summer, how do you prevent the monotony and the grind from like getting the players to not play at their highest level?
Yeah, it's a challenge, but we try to change it up every day. The practice schedule basically stays the same in the beginning, but then we throw different situations at them every day. It's a grind though. Like that's part of it. Like there's the drudgery of football that you have to wrap your brain around. That's part of building a mentally tough team. It's kind of like your question. It is the same every day, and so can you approach it in a way that's going to help you be better every single day? Because there is so many things that are repetitive. That's what football is all about. So, but we definitely try to change up situations and keep them thinking. But at the end of the day, you've got to embrace that grind every single day.
You're able to find success at Penn State and with the Texans right away in year one. Can you describe what you learned from those experiences that you can carry forward to this one?
It's all about people. It's all about the people around you. Penn State, when we got there, that was, it was probably the most challenging thing that ever happened to me in my career personally. But we had great people, we had a great staff, and we had awesome players that stuck around. And similar to here, we have a really, really good staff. We have a bunch of guys that are playing that are really grinding and trying to get better every day. We kept 98% of the team we really kept the whole team. I think one guy transferred maybe, so we kept 99% of the team from when I got the job to where we are now. So I give a lot of credit to the players, and I think that's what it's all about. Like, so if you're gonna, embrace the process, which is what it is, then hopefully the outcomes, result in positive outcomes. But the process is what it's all about, and that's what we're trying to get through these guys every day.
With Tommy, what he tries to do is to try to run the ball a lot. Can you talk a little bit about during practice what you are kind of looking at with him? Are you trying to keep him in the pocket more, trying to have him work that during practice, or are you kind of letting him do what he does naturally?
We have to let him be who he is, right? So yeah, we've tried to improve his knowledge of our passing game and coverages and our protections and things like that. But he's gotten a lot better at that. He's doing really well. But at the end of the day, like, I'm never going to tell him, hey, you have to stand in the pocket and you have to do this. Like, that's not how you coach a player like Tommy. You've got to teach him your system, and then he's a very, very instinctive player. So you got to let his instincts take over and let him be who he is.
Last year, BC had 13 sacks. Obviously, it needs to be higher. How do you get that higher?
Yeah, I think we're on the right road with that. We've got a lot of different ways to get it higher, whether it's four-man rush, sometimes a three-man rush, sometimes pressure, simulated pressure. We kind of do it all on defense. So it's very much of a pro-style defense. So, hopefully that leads to more sacks. But, the sack stat, just so you know, is like very misleading. Right. There's pressures, there's coverage. How good is the coverage? Like, if the ball can just come out quickly, like, you're never going to get a sack. So you might as well just try to bat the ball. If the coverage ties in with the rush and the coverage is tight, then that allows guys to get home. Like, there's a lot to do with that. So it's not just the rushers. It's the coverage. It's the scheme. It's everybody working together to produce sacks. Pressures are just as good as sacks, too. Like, if the guy's forcing it out early, get a batted ball, get a turnover. The guy feels the pressure. Maybe he's not a guy that can take the pressure relative to the quarterback position. So a lot more goes into it than just the sack total.
Any updates on Logan Taylor right now?
Yeah, he's doing better. We feel good about where he's at potentially for the first game. It's been a long road for him, but he's definitely improving. But it's certainly like day to day. Today he said he felt really good, so we'll see where it is, over the weekend.
How about Alex Broom? Whether his henchie comes back this year?
I would probably say no, based on when he did that. That was an ACL at the end of spring practice, so I would probably, I think it was the last practice or second to last practice. So I would say it'd be tough for him to come back this year.
Great.
You guys good? Thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for being here.
Broom's a good player. It's too bad.